Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Craig here with a kit review. This is a bit different. I now and again I do what you call a Maury poll survey on my telephone, and I get Amazon vouchers for taking part. So this is one of my purchases that I got with it. So it's a Bronco kit, another Bronco kit. I've got two in the stash now. There's two Bronco kits I've actually got now, or three, I can't remember. And it's I think there's only ever one made, and it's Hungarian medium tank 4.3 Turan 3, Turan 3, and you can see it's pantherish looking, isn't it, really? On the picture there, I'll get rid of that light. It's not a nice artwork. I've never opened the box yet, so everything will be new to me as well. So the kit number is CB35126, and of course it's 1/35 scale. Bit of Chinese writing or Japanese writing on the bottom, I think. And on the other end we have just a small picture of the same on the front and a bit of writing. It's a 1/35 scale, and there's the kit number again, CB35126. And on the side we have a couple of call-outs of what we can make from this. I think, from my reading when I read it on the scale mates, you can use ones with side skirts or shirtons or no shirtons on them, or side skirts, whichever you want to call them. So there's three there, and a bit of information there on Dutching, blah blah whatever, telling you it must be 14 ages or over to attempt this kit. And on the other side we have a couple of CAD drawings with the skirts and without the skirt, and you can see it's actually a riveted hull and turret. So I'm not quite sure how early in the war or late in the war this was sort of built. I'll have to read about that. I say there's quite a bit of PE, and the side skirts, shirtons are actually photo etch and with high quality decals. So without further ado, we shall have a look at what's in the box, as they say. Let me just move that out of the way. And this on the floor, otherwise I won't be able to put the box there. Right, so turn it round, let's have a look what we've got. It's quite a firm box, not deep, but firm. Nice tight lid. I've never opened it yet, so we shall put the lid down there just for now. And you can see there's quite a lot of plastic in there. I know it's only a thin box, but there's still quite a bit of plastic and a bit of weight with the PE. So I'll do is move that out of the way for now, and we shall start with the first piece of plastic we have here. Is the upper hull and some the upper hull and some clear sprue in there as well. So let's have a look. Let's see what we have. Clear sprue won't take. Oh, it's actually in another bag as well, which is good. So we have a lot of telescope things in there, and headlights. Clear enough. Periscope things on that. There's quite a few there. Yep. Two sprues identical there. I'll just pop that back in the bag, and then we have the upper hull. It's you can see about the rivet details. It's quite nicely rivet details on that. Let me just bring this back into here. You can see better now. There's the rivet details on that, and again on the top. That's quite nice. And obviously a bit of the, presume that's the end part of the rear of the tank. This is all riveted construction again. Nice plastic. Yes. Right. Let's carry on. Let's see what else we've got. a slight gap in it. A gap in it. It must have been popped open. Check that part when it comes out. And then we have what looks obviously individual tracks, which we shall just do in a moment. And then we have the low hull, which is the same again. Nice, plenty of good rivet detail. Oh, like there are new bogies attached to this one, and there's plenty of detail underneath as well, which is nice. It's got a narrow, it looks like as if it's like almost Russian, doesn't it, with the narrow lower hull, and then it widens out as it goes towards the top. But nice detail on that. Yep, can't fault that. And then we have the tracks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think it's 18, I think. I'll just pop those ones back into there for now. Just pop them in there for out of the way. And let's have a look at these little tracks. Quite narrow tracks, but I can see there's no injection marks. I can see those. I see those now. There we are. Yeah, no injections. 3 points to each contact to the sprue gate. And there's a nice detail on the other side. Again, nice detail. So that'll be a challenge, but that's what these kits are here to do. Not to fall up, you know, not to make life too easy. Otherwise, there's no fun in building, you know. And fun is probably the best thing to describe bolt model building. Fun and enjoyment. Right, we have one big bag. I think they're individually wrapped in each bag, though. Well, I hope so. It looks like they are. All individually wrapped in one bag. We'll get rid of that for now. Put them back in there. So it's like a dragon card. It's almost like a dragon card. It's a Bronco card, in which we have the photo etch and the decals. From what I can see, the photo etch is quite nice. That's like a side skirt, though, almost like a mesh more than a side skirt. There's quite a bit of PE. Actually, I won't take them out of there. Engine cover, you can see the bottom sheet there. This part here where my finger is more like a mesh than a actual shirts. And obviously a piece of cable there for the tow hooks. Tow cable, sorry. The decals look quite nice. You know, German markings and Hungarian markings. Like I say, I'm almost sure there was only the one prototype built. I don't know what happened. I'll have to read into it again. But the decals look quite nice. Right, so I'll keep that piece in there so I don't have to open that part. Right, we'll start with the first pieces of plastic. So we seem to have a mixture of things on here from the transmission. The sponsons. Looks like the final drive. Some other bits on them, 100%. Shovel, about all I can tell. Wire cutters, pry bar, unusual kind of tow hooks, cleat things. Presume they're hatches, wouldn't be 100% sure. Like a tow, like a two shoe, but the detail again is quite nice. It looks like a jack block if I'm not mistaken. Nice detail on that. Nice work on there. Lots of rivets too. I think I'm used to that with the little whippet. There are clearly no flash, no injection marks that I can see so far. See about them twisty. Presume they're sort of hooks for some description. Could be for the tow cable to be rested on, unsure. Done different. And on these parts here, these two bits here, I don't know what they are. Look like, I'm not sure what they are. Vision blocks, driver's hatch, or unsure. But they're nice and slide moulded. So I'm unsure what they are really. Could be exhaust parts, I'm unsure. It's a nice plastic. It is a quite nice plastic. Right. So the next one, we have a sprue bit with the turret attached to it as well. Let's have a look over here. We're another part. Ooh. Unsure again what that part is. Obviously part of the hull, but the detail again is very nice. Really, really nice again, and nicely crisp moldings. So the injection marks where they should be. Excuse me, rather late night last night and early morning, so I'm a bit on the tired side today. But yeah, there again, nicely detailed again, and we have the that looks part of the as if it's the turret actually. Yeah, by looking at that, and the detail again with the rivets on there. We must have a door on that side and a door on the other side as well, so that's sort of very Panja 4-esque really. And the lower hull, sorry, the lower turret of it, and that looks like as if it's the there we are. Where have we gone? The turret mantled there, and all riveted again. Lots of rivets on this tank. But there again, all nicely moulded. No flash, nice detail. Again, that's part of the mantlet for the main gun. Looks like the ball mount for the machine gun. Could be wrong, but. And as you can see there, we have a slide moulded muzzle. So that's quite nice to see. And a slide moulded barrel. Is it slide moulded? No, it's not slide moulded, but it's one piece, which is won't take too much of a seam to get rid of that. No, not much at all. Okay, let's have a look in this part. We have, looks like a few of the return rollers and some little like lifting hooks and things like that. Looks more a part of the turret again, I would presume. But all the detail is really nice. And even the really, really small parts are flash free as well. Presumably these are the return rollers. And again, we have, not too sure what that part's for. Could be another version, I suppose. I'm not too sure. There's only the two. Well, there's only one build, but it could be a separate gun mounting. 100% sure. We'll find out when we get into the instructions. There again, nicely detailed. And more side bits and sponsons and door hatches and covers and one thing and another. And yet again, all nicely moulded. Nice detail again on those. More rivets, and then we have some more on those. think these must be these must be the hatches. Got a nice detail even on the hinges there. I could even just flatten that there and make an extra handle, back a handle. You'll see that part there. We could take the handle off there and make one more 3D like, I think. That's not an important thing to do, but you can always just try these things, can't you? Just to, you can always try to scratch little bits and pieces. And there again, here all the small parts again are flash free, and the detail is nice again. And there's another, that many covers and things, I don't know which is which or what for, and there's the fire extinguisher by the looks of it. There's another hook, more lower hull. And we've got also the final drive by the looks of it, because there's the other pieces as well for it. And again, all nicely done again. Right, and then we have another small sprue containing more fine parts. A couple of wheels. So no flash. Again, still no flash, which is good. Nice clean moulding. There's a few little bits and pieces there which are slide moulded. And there again, they're all nicely detailed again, even the small, really small parts. They look like hinges, one would presume. As for the tow cable, not sure what they are, but they're slide moulded, probably part of the gun, I would have thought. And again, all nice. Can't fault that. Cannot fault that at all. And then we have another small bag of sprues here. There's two the same, and there's one that's not the same. So let's just take them all out, put that one back in there for now. And there again we have the grab handles by the looks of things, another return roller, unsure what these other small parts are. But yet again, all nicely moulded, no flash. And so far what I've seen, I can't see any injection marks where there shouldn't be. So there's two of those sprues, so there's grab handle there. Other small bits and pieces, not too sure what they are. And then again, another small sprue with more fine work, more detail work as well. I presume that could be the aerial, not too sure, the little part there, at the very top. There's some other small detail parts again, hatches or hatch covers, or to me they look like as if it's an internal, as if they're the what the driver uses, you know what I mean. There's the handles, they grabs, clicks together, pushes them left and right for each track. I could be wrong, but you never know. And it says Bronco on there, but don't give you the date, does it? I think it's a fairly nice. I think it's a 2017. I think it's a 2017 kit. I'll have to check on the box later on. But and then we have another two large sprues. This is the last of the plastic, and looks like mainly the running gear. So we'll just get the one out. There's no point in getting both, unless both have to come out at the same time. Which is usually this. Let's see this side. Nice one, really nice. Jack, and then we have the bogies, the running arms, return rollers, and the main wheels. The main wheels are quite small. Leaf springs, which are nicely detailed as well. The sprocket, and again all rivets again, but nicely detailed again. Obviously, must have a choice of sprockets. return wheels, and there's the main wheels. They're only quite small, but nicely detailed again. Small, don't know what these are. Look like a dart almost. I'm not too sure what they are at all. We'll find out as we go along. And yet again, nice mouldings and the leaf springs for the suspension. Again, nice detail on those as well. And these, obviously, we have the reverse, and there's the arms to the wheels to go on the bogies. It's 3 bogies per side, or 2 bogies, I'm 100% sure. It's 3. But then again, all nicely moulded, really nice. And that's it, not an ounce of flash on any of that kit that I could see. So that's a big plus for me, that. And then we get to the destructions, which is in a nice glossy paper. A bit of information. The spring of 1943 experienced a defeat in the Battle of Stalingrad. Hungarian people knew that they made the 1 and 2 series of the Turan tank. Is not provided against this. I should put it up there if you want to read that. Let me see if I can get it all in one shot. If you, I have my finger out the way. I'm going to pause that and probably read that. There we go, it's better. Pause it and read that yourself. It's a nice booklet form, which I do like. I do appreciate the booklet. And same again, it's nice glossy paper inside. We have colour call out, the paint call outs for Mr. Hobby Colour, Humbrol and Tamiya. So that's nice. Most of those colours we shall have if we're armour builders. And then we have a sprue map, which is nicely cleared and labelled as well. Yep. And this kit contains a lot of small accurate parts. Please carefully to read before assembly. I'll read it. Yeah, so we do have a little bit of interior. We have the driver's seat and the gunner's seat by the looks of it. Was just the driver? Yeah, I was right. It's sort of what I thought was the air is actually, it looks like it's a gear shift. And then lower down there was right with them parts. Yeah, the left and right controls for the tracks. So there's a little bit of detail in there. So obviously you can have the hatch open and find a figure that would sit in there like I did with the T34. And then we're starting on the making of the bogies, which doesn't look too complicated. C20, C10, C not cemented, that's the wheels here. They don't look too complicated. Making of that, and it says nice and clearly labelled as well, and they explain how and what you should be doing with them, which is really nice. So there's 8 wheels on each bogie. There's 2 bogies, so there's quite a few wheels. And then we start with the turn rollers on the top, and then we start with the track, which gives you a track jig. It says it must be on one of them sprues down there. Does it say how many per side? No, that's not the tracks. That's just a spare track links for one of the yeah, times 8. Yeah, it isn't a jig. It's actually building eight of the tracks, and obviously positioned onto the armour. But I say I won't be doing that at a point. I'll make the track up. Probably I'll do it all the same time as I do the main track. But, and them long parts I wasn't too sure what they are. They look like it's part of the running gear that was slide moulded. I'm not sure what they are. and then showing you assembled. It's quite nice. I like the idea of highlighting what it should like. The red is the one it's positioned, and obviously it's telling you where to put them. I like that. That's a nice touch. I do like that. Yeah, there's the final driver part. I was right. And again, I probably will build the bugs, but I won't be attaching them to the lower hull at the moment. And there we go. It was the glacis plate basically for the with the track on there. So fairly self-explanatory. Nothing too difficult. Well, we have a drive wheel, both drive wheel and sprocket. Sorry, return wheels on the top, and then we have a sprocket, 2 sprockets, one each end. Right, it's unusual, I've seen that before. And the final drives, C5, C6 and C1 are not cemented. I think that's just the, again, there we go, all nicely, clear, which is good, clear instructions, which helps a lot. Really. It's got 2018 on the instruction sheet, so it is a relatively new kit, or probably just new tooling, I'm not too sure. And then we're building of the tracks, and we need 101 pieces per side. It's fairly straightforward. And we got to make the sag in there as well. It's going to be quite a while, and then we're starting again on the mud guards and the sponsons and things like that on top. I probably won't do the tracks. It's going to be difficult. This is obviously what clearance we've got when we put them side sponsons on and the mud guards. And we're starting again. Does that give me different options? Well, with side skirt, without side skirt. I will probably be doing it with side skirt, I would thought. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what the difference is of the sponsons on this, when I said there's 2 different ones. Okay, and then we're starting to build up the upper hull. Bit of work on the inside there. Glossy pages, and then we're starting to do more upper work again on the upper hull. All fairly straightforward, relatively straightforward. A few small parts on there, and again we're just carrying on with the upper hull, and it's giving you the option of open or closed position for the hatch, presumably for the engine. There's no engine in there, but I suppose you could buy one aftermarket if you wanted to go that way. And then we have the there's 2 jacks. Is there 2 jacks on there? Yeah, we have 2 jacks. Yeah, it's giving you the option to open or close. A lot of PE parts on there as well, and hinges and things like that. And then again, we're still working on the upper hull. There must be a lot of fine detail work going on that upper hull, as you can see. Lighting and more, yeah. I'm sure they are, but there must be jack blocks of some description on top of that, on top of there, the number 9, which I thought was top of defenders. Carrying on again, just putting more small part side armour plates on there, and then the hooks for the armour side plates, and then we're attaching the upper hull and the lower hull together. I really need to see what the clearance is on these tracks before we go on that part there. And then we're starting on with the turret, which is fairly straightforward by looking at that. Yeah, all straightforward. It's quite an unusual shaped turret in the end, really. It's got like a slope on the front and a casement on the top. Quite a large open space for the machine gun there. Right, and this is where you get the lot of PE, all completely PE on that section there, all PE, all hatches and little clasps and things, and then we're starting to put the side skirts on, if that's what you want to do, on the side skirts on the upper hull and on the lower hull as well, which I didn't realise. It's going to build a quite impressive little kit. I do like that. And that's quite a nice idea. It shows you there where it's at, and there's a CAD drawing there of what the final thing should look like, which is quite nice. But generally speaking, it doesn't look at a hard build. There's maybe a few fiddly bits with the small pieces, but I wouldn't say it was a hard build. Well, saying that I haven't built it, but looking at it, and there we are. We have the one with the side skirt, one without. Sorry, one without, and one with. But I think I'll go the one with a with. I think looks quite nice. It's unusual, a bit like the Panzer IV, but we shall see. See what I'm saying about the machine gun on that mount there in the front. It's one size, some size in there. That's if it is a machine gun. I didn't see any machine gun actually on the sprues. And then we have the Turan option 1 Turan 3 prototype 1943 with the side skirt all green with the Hungarian markings. There we go. And we'll see that one there with the side skirts on. And then we have option 2 winter painting, unknown unit, obviously with the side skirts on again. And then we have out the side skirt, nice colour call outs. I do like when they do all these colour call outs, which is really nice. We have the option 3 2nd Armoured Division Budapest, Hungary 1945. You know, as if it would be, as if it was put into action. It's quite a nice camo pattern, but there's there again. No side skirts, but oh, it has side skirts. Give the option on that one. I see. Aha. Right, so that's a possibility to do that one then. And then we have the more general German colouring, the 3-tone camo with no side skirting, and more block, sort of a thicker camouflage pattern again with German markings. And then on the other part we just have a few of the kits that they produce. But generally speaking, quite an impressive little kit. Really nice. I think I'll probably go for that one, I think. Bit different with Hungarian markings, I think. So, nice little kit. Like I said, it didn't cost me a thing apart from a bit of my time during the day, but nothing too much. So yeah, that's another nice kit. I've got that many saying another nice kit. I've got too many bloody nice kits, that's a problem. Too many bloody kits. But we'll get some built eventually. Right, so thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to view this unboxing. I think there's one unboxing that I can find on YouTube. It's more of a sort of a quick one. But this, I suppose mine's a bit more in depth, I suppose. So I thought I'd do one, just sort of in case anybody's interested in this kit in the future. As I said, thank you to all my subscribers, new and old again, and for sticking with me through thick and thin. I say I don't produce too many videos each week, but what I do, I try and keep them as informative as ever. So I've just done a bit more on the Whippet diorama, which will be up very shortly again. I'm breaking that down into parts. So that'll be the next thing is probably up. I would have thought maybe Tuesday, could be tomorrow, unsure yet, we'll soon see. So I'm waffling now, so this is Greg signing off, and we will catch you very, very soon.